Hey guy, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already guessed by that cringy intro, we're going to be talking about Drew Gooden, a Vine star turned commentary YouTuber who recently seems to be slowly losing interest in YouTube. I genuinely enjoy his content, so seeing a content creator I enjoy watching going from posting around 3 videos a month to occasionally posting a video once a month hurts to see. Especially since he was a huge inspiration on why I started making my own commentary videos on the same platform. I guess I even stole the whole taking random breaks thing from him too. So why has he become so inconsistent recently? Well, to answer that question, I first have to introduce you to who Drew Gooden is in the first place. Drew Gooden's first attempt at being a YouTuber started with the channel Pathetic Hearts, which used Kingdom Hearts to create short films. I'm gonna skip over this part of his history because, to be honest, this is so detached from what he would later go on to do. This channel is just a preteen kid expressing his love for his favorite game. It's cute, but also comical. And to be honest, do you really want me to analyze this? I'm gonna skip ahead to 2015. This is where Drew Gooden joined Vine, the home of the Paul brothers, Lele Pons, and many other influencers. Like these influencers, Drew Gooden posted comedy skits, soon finding success with his
road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
But unfortunately, I think we all know where this story is heading. Vine didn't last long, shutting down in 2016 due to lack of monetization, leading to their content creators not properly getting compensated for the content they produced. Because of Vine's shutdown, all of their creators had to find a new place to go. Most of them went over to Instagram, posting the same style of content as they did on Vine, but some of them migrated over to or focused more on YouTube. And among this flock was none other than Drew Gooden. The early stages of the Drew Gooden channel consisted of short 1 to 3 minute comedy sketches where he's basically copying what he was doing on Vine, but onto a different platform. This kind of helped ease his audience into the direction he wanted to take his channel next. Commentary. The first commentary video on his channel is called "Are We Really Doing This?" In this video, Drew rants about how a mathematician cuts a bagel improperly. Oh, you thought there was more to say? No, that's it. Drew Gooden literally made a 10-minute video ranting about how stupid someone's bagel cutting method was. And as the top comment so eloquently puts it, the fact that he's so unironically, irrationally pressed the whole time is so funny. Which is true, there is zero reason to be that pressed, but it's a perfect example of the style that Drew Gooden would continue to produce. A visual gag on the computer, which eventually got replaced by a green screen picture frame. The jokes are well thought out and you could tell there's a lot of effort put into the script.
The last time I had a bagel that I didn't toast was, I have never done that.
And the live segment which perfectly tied together everything he discussed throughout the video.
I'm going to show you guys how to do this the correct way. I've got a few different knives here. I think I'm just going to stick to the regular one. And you're going to start. It's called a trapezoid? I forget what it's called. But you're gonna start with your knife in one end, in a straight direction, and you're gonna pull around. You're gonna pull the knife around. Whoops.
Something that commentary channels like me, who hide my face, can't do, which gives them a slight advantage creatively because they have the ability to interact personally with their audience and do visual gags, and the best I can do is just spin my gameplay footage around or do a fancy edit, but that's a little off topic. This initial video showcased that Drew Gooden could create commentary while mixing in elements of comedy, courtesy of his days on Vine. He was more than just a haha funny Vine star. He could also do serious commentary at the same time, or in the case of this example, more lighthearted. This fact is something that gets emphasized more as he started creating more commentary videos and understanding the type of content he wanted to create. Drew Gooden started focusing on critiquing people like Rick Lax and Jake Paul when it was cool to make fun of him, and channels like Troom Troom when they were at the peak of their weirdness, continuing the trend of performing a live segment at the end of most videos. He switched from short comedy videos to longer form commentary videos, allowed for an explosion of growth that eventually led Drew Gooden to quit his job, even during the adpocalypse. During this time, he was starting merch, getting sponsorships like Squarespace and HelloFresh. This kind of explosive growth allowed Drew Gooden to experiment with new things, like calling his subscribers guy because he messed up on an intro once.
Why does Drew Gooden say guy? For a long time I didn't know how to start my videos because a lot of people are like, what's up guys? Or they have like a catchphrase or a nickname for their fan base. And for a while I was calling people little stinkers, and then I didn't really like that much. I sort of just started doing that and I was like, is this gonna be my thing forever? I don't know how I feel about this. But then instead of saying hey guys once, I said hey guy. And people seem to think it was funny, so I've been saying it pretty much every video. Why do I say it? Because it's funny.
Going on the We're Not the Same Person tour with Danny Gonzalez and Curtis Connor.
Guys, we're going on tour.
Across the country, baby. Jackets and all.
It's gonna be me, Danny Gonzalez.
Me, Drew Gooden.
And special guest, Curtis Connor.
One of which I may make a video on, and the other I really couldn't care less about. Sorry, Curtis. Drew Gooden's serious but lighthearted critiques on anything from bad Christmas movies to every season of SNL exposed me to many forms of media that I wouldn't have been exposed to if not for him. And as I said at the beginning of this video, he inspired me to create my own channel, especially videos that were more serious critiques, like what is good acting and how not to revive a show. Videos that go more in depth on a topic, its history, their problems, and how we could fix it. I like hearing people talk about something that they're genuinely interested in, and over the course of these 4 years, you could tell that Drew Gooden genuinely enjoyed making these videos, posting once, twice, or sometimes even 3 times a month. But recently, something shifted. About a year ago, Drew Gooden started uploading on the last day of every month, sometimes even going a month or 2 without uploading. This upload schedule is so frantic and inconsistent that sometimes I forget that he exists. That was the main reason I wanted to make this video, because I was thinking about this exact point, that I forgot he existed, and I wanted to dig a little deeper into why. When, right on cue, he uploaded a video on Ninja's course. It was a normal Drew Gooden video, smart jokes, interesting premise. The thing that caught me off guard was the live segment. In this video, Drew Gooden buys and talks about Ninja's course on how to be a streamer. Then he applies what he learned to try to grow his own Twitch channel, and turn his hair blue in the process.
I probably could have just bought a wig.
Too late. Didn't think about that in time.
That one live segment alone took 3 weeks to complete.
So for the next 3 weeks, I will be following his advice to a T as I create my own Twitch channel and try to build it from the ground up with no promotion whatsoever.
Which sheds light onto part of the reason why some of his videos take right up to the deadline to complete. The live segments, or some other section of the video, like buying clothes or buying products in some of his other videos, take so long to complete. But others, well...
Hey guys, so I've been gone for a while. Not to brag or anything, but I've been dealing with some anxiety. Totally fun. It's fine. It's been a lot of fun. Don't worry though, I did talk to my doctor and he told me to stop. So I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, mental health is definitely an issue that would demotivate someone. Further emphasized by the recent pandemic. He is, though, bound by a contract, one that dictates that he has to upload at least 1 video a month, explaining the upload schedule. It's hard though, because being forced to create a video within a certain time frame is creatively limiting. You run out of ideas eventually. I think most people would love to be in his position, but at the same time, there are mental ramifications that come with having a platform. Not only are you trying to appease your sponsor or sponsors, but you're also trying to make a video that your fans will enjoy, all while making sure you're creatively satisfied. All that kind of meshes together to create the perfect storm of poor mental health and creative draining. Sometimes you just run out of ideas or things to talk about and are kind of forced to make videos that you're not either happy with or that you feel forced to do, or that you aren't satisfied with creatively. So looking at it from that context, I understand why the upload schedule has been a bit rocky recently. I know I skipped over a lot of the mid-section of Drew Gooden's career. Although all of his videos are enjoyable to watch, I do think that at least for his mental health, he should take a little bit more of a break from YouTube to let himself relax and for his creative juices to start flowing again. Because some of his content has become a little bit repetitive recently, especially with the buying stuff online. I get that some of it might be fun to do, but sometimes I like seeing that variety in channels, and I'm not seeing that with Drew Gooden right now. I love Drew Gooden, his channel, and how he represents his opinions with an air of mature humor that is, for the most part, respectful to all parties involved. Although I wasn't a follower of his content from back when Vine was still a thing, I'm glad he made the switch over to YouTube. This career path has allowed him to open doors with different sponsors, companies, and content creators while growing and evolving himself and his content. I hope that he takes some time for himself to take a step back and chill out from YouTube. Unless, you know, Squarespace has just got him ensnared under their lethal clutches and his hot dog website is just a secret ARG that has the clues on how to save him, but I guess we'll never know.